Today we're taking a look at these UFC matches: Khalid Taha vs Sergey Morozov, Francisco Figueiredo vs Malcolm Gordon, and Alan Baudot vs Rodrigo Nascimento, which are happening on Saturday, July 17, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. Khalid the Warrior Taha walks into the octagon with a record of 13-3-0. The 29-year-old is weighing in at 135 pounds and stands in at 5 feet 5 inches. The Orthodox fighter has a wingspan of 69 inches. Sergey Morozov stands 5 feet 6 inches and is fighting at 135 pounds. The Orthodox fighter walks into the cage holding a mark of 16-4-0. The 32-year-old reaches 67 inches. Concerning significant strikes, Khalid Taha lands 2.86 per minute and Sergey Morozov is connecting on 0.81 significant strikes per minute. Taha is connecting on 35% of the significant strikes he throws and Morozov is connecting on 23%. Regarding defense, the Warrior takes 4.26 significant strikes per minute and Morozov takes 2.89. Taha also stops 43% of the significant strikes that are thrown his way and Morozov is able to curb 39% of the shots thrown his way. In his previous bout, Khalid Taha fought Raoni Barcelos and was on the losing end of this fight by unanimous decision in round 3. Barcelos ended up landing 129 of 219 total strikes attempted in that fight. Taha ended the night having landed 68 of 222 total strikes. In regard to significant strikes, Barcelos landed 120 of 207, which means his percentage was 57%. He landed 85 of 166 significant strikes directed at the head. On the other side, Taha ended up landing 24% of his significant strikes by sticking 49 of 202. In regard to the placement of these significant strikes, he connected on 40 of 186 pointed at the head. 90% of the significant strikes connected on by Barcelos and 100% of them connected on by Taha were thrown at distance. My betting advice for that match is to pick Khalid Taha, minus 162. Francisco Sniper Figueiredo will be looking to add a victory to his total of 12-3-1. The 31-year-old is fighting at 135 pounds and stands 5 feet 6 inches. The southpaw fighter has an arm span of 69 inches. Malcolm X Gordon stands in at 5 feet 7 inches and tips the scales at 125 pounds. The switch fighter looks to add a victory to his total of 12-5-0. The 31-year-old stretches 71 inches. In terms of significant strikes, Francisco Figueiredo connects on 1.93 per minute and Malcolm Gordon lands 0.55 significant strikes per minute. Figueiredo connects on 54% of the significant strikes he attempts while Gordon connects on 13%. When it comes to the fighter's defense, Sniper absorbs 2.07 significant strikes per minute while X takes 3.87. Figueiredo also stops 76% of the significant strikes that are aimed in his direction and Gordon stops 54% of the shots thrown in his direction. In the last fight for Malcolm Gordon, he squared up with Su Mudarji and wound up taking the loss by a punch to the head in round 1. Mudarji connected on 100% of the significant strikes he took from distance and Gordon ended up landing 0% of the significant strikes he attempted from distance. Gordon ended up landing 0% of the significant strikes he attempted by connecting on 0 of 6. He connected on 0 of 6 significant strikes directed at the head. Mudarji connected on 9 of 18 significant strikes in that contest. Of all the significant strikes, he ended up landing 6 of 15 aimed at the head. The Discussing total strikes thrown in that contest, Mudarji connected on 9 of 18 while Gordon ended up landing 0 of 6 of all the strikes he attempted. In his previous fight, Francisco Figueiredo squared up with Jerome Rivera and ended up getting the victory by way of unanimous decision in round 3. Rivera landed 85 of 199 of the strikes he threw in total in this fight. Figueiredo ended the night having landed 39 of 65 total strikes. In the category of significant strikes, Rivera ended up landing 31 of 134, which gave him a percentage of 23%. He landed 12 of 90 significant strikes aimed at the head. On the other side of the cage, Figueiredo ended up landing 54% of his significant strikes by sticking 29 of 53. Of those significant strikes, he connected on 11 of 28 to the head. 70% of the significant strikes landed by Rivera and 68% of them connected on by Figueiredo were thrown at a distance. My betting advice for that match is to pick Francisco Figueiredo, minus 310. Alan the Black Samurai Badeau looks to add a victory to his record of 8-2-0. The 33-year-old weighs in at 243 pounds and stands in at 6 feet 3 inches. The orthodox fighter has a wingspan of 79 inches. Rodrigo Z. Colmia Nascimento measures 6'2" and tips the scales at 246 pounds. The orthodox fighter will be looking to add a win to his career total of 8-1-0. The 28-year-old reaches 80. When talking about significant strikes, Alan Badeau is landing 1.89 per minute and Rodrigo Nascimento is connecting on 4.23 significant strikes per minute. Badeau is connecting on 25% of the significant strikes he attempts and Nascimento is landing 55%. When it comes to the fighter's defense, the Black Samurai takes 10.11 significant strikes per minute while Z. Colmia absorbs 4.32. Badeau also curbs 36% of the significant strikes that are aimed in his direction while Nascimento defends against 42% of the strikes thrown his way. In the last bout for Rodrigo Nascimento, he faced off with Chris Daukaus and walked away with a loss by a punch to the head in round 1. Daukaus ended up connecting on 46% of the significant strikes he took from distance while Nascimento ended up landing 100% of the significant strikes he attempted from distance. Nascimento ended up connecting on 25% of the significant strikes he attempted by landing 1 of 4. He connected on 0 of 3 significant strikes aimed at the head. Daukaus connected on 13 of 21 significant strikes in that contest. In terms of accuracy for the significant strikes, he ended up landing 13 of 21 to the head. Regarding total strikes that he threw in that fight, Daukaus ended up connecting on 13 of 21 while Nascimento was 1 of 4 of all the strikes he threw. In his previous fight, Alan Badeau fought Tom Aspinall and ended up losing the fight by way of punches to the head from the mount position in round 1. Aspinall landed 17 of 26 total strikes that he threw in that fight. Badeau ended the night having landed 5 of 14 total strikes. When talking about significant strikes, Aspinall ended up landing 16 of 25, which gave him a percentage of 64%. He finished the fight landing 15 of 24 significant strikes aimed at the head. Statistically, Badeau ended up landing 25% of his significant strikes by landing 3 of 12. Of those significant strikes, he landed 1 of 10 pointed at the head. 25% of the significant strikes connected on by Aspinall and 100% of them connected on by Badeau were thrown at distance. My betting advice for that game is to pick Rodrigo Nascimento, minus 310. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.